So this will be the last video in my sort of declutter series that I've been doing lately. I've already done a palette and cheek product declutter, but that is what I have left to go through. A couple of things have changed in those drawers. I'm not going to take the camera and move it down there just because there's not that much different to show. So I have decided to declutter the Lace Beauty highlights, the sort of blood splattery looking one. It just comes off too gold on my skin and it just doesn't look great, and I know somebody else would be super happy to have this. But that's the only difference in cheek products that I have made so far. I have, since that video, decluttered all of my 12-pan ColourPop palettes. I just realized that I was sort of overwhelmed by them, and I sort of went into collector mode with them, and I kept getting, every time one came out, I felt like I needed to get it. So I just, to put a stop to it, I just sold most of them. I think I only have one left that hasn't sold yet. When I was purchasing some other items from ColourPop, there was a sale on these two palettes. These are the 6-pan palettes, and I ended up getting this guy off of Mercari. So I have all 3 of their 6-pan palettes that they've come out with so far, and I think I'm much more satisfied with this. I like the smaller size. I liked that there's only 6 colors to go through, and they are super fun. Take Me Home, Pretty Much, and Make Up Your Mind. The other addition is this gigantic Quo palette. All of the eyeliners that came with it I have stored with my eyeliners, but there's a ton of eyeshadows in here. My friend from Canada gave this to me, and I'm super happy to have it. The eyeshadows are actually super nice, and I really enjoy using it. Okay, so talking about the whole Kat Von D thing, I decluttered all of my Kat Von D items except for the 4 rollerball perfumes that I've had since the first perfume releases, and this palette. I just can't bear to part with this palette yet, and I really like it, but I also don't really feel the need, like the pull, to use it, just because the controversy is just so off-putting. I'm on the fence somewhere with it. I think a lot of the actions are deplorable, but at the same time, people aren't one-issue humans, and she's done a lot of work for animal rights, and I really admire that. But still, it's like, I'm not getting rid of this. I think there's only a few things that I've decided to keep over the years that are sort of like, I think the packaging might be interesting to someone in the future, so I don't know. I'm not getting rid of this, but I'm taking it out of my makeup drawers, is what I'm trying to say. On a similar situation, these guys. The quality of these shadows is just not as nice as the other NYX shadows, but something about this silly packaging I just love too much to get rid of. So I'm just gonna pull these out and put them up somewhere. So I'm not getting rid of them, but I am getting them out of my makeup drawers. Next, this is a ColourPop palette, but I have some Touch of Glam shadows in here, and I like them, but I have colors like this, and I end up not using them just because I have like other single eyeshadows in these same colors, and I don't know. They've come out with some new formulas. I'd really like to try some of their new formulas. These are really fantastic as well. There's nothing wrong with this formula at all. I'm just not reaching for them, so I would like to, you know, for somebody else to actually use these, and when I get a chance to explore the brand more, then I will sort of re-delve into them and see what they have that I can try out. And lastly, backing up to the cheek products, I forgot there is a Touch of Glam highlight in here as well. It's so pretty. This is Break of Dawn. It's just too dark for my skin tone. I have a palette with this little piece pulled out of it, and I'm just gonna add all of these in there and get rid of these together as a set. I just wanted to add this quick clip in. I found 2 more things I wanted to declutter. One is the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. I have a white concealer, so I don't need both, and the white concealer is more versatile, so this is gonna go. And I have the Chestique Color Smudge Shadow Crayon in Himalayan Slate, which is basically almost a black. It's really nice, but I rarely use a black base for eyeshadows, and when I do, I find eyeliners to be more budge proof, so I just use eyeliners for that. So I'm sure someone would love to get this. Okay, hopping back on really quickly, I've done another pass some of my items and I made a decision on those Wet n Wild jelly shadows. I've decided to keep the brown color and the blue. The brown color because I only have that one other color that's like similar to it but has more of a red tint. I think 2 of one type of color is fine. And I've kept the blue mostly because I've heard a lot of people having trouble with hard pan and getting those Stila double shadows to work for them. So that blue is pretty much the same color as those, so I wanted to have that available to me in case that just doesn't really work out for me. And the copper color is too similar to too many of the other products that I have. It's beautiful, but it's just too close. I've kept the other 2. Don't need this one. That silver eyeliner, I am gonna go ahead and pass along the one from Quo. I don't need 2 silver eyeliners. So went back through the lippy sticks and decided that Blood is just too similar to those liquid lips, those other 2 liquid lipsticks that I have, and also Climax, that purple color. It's like in between a purple and a blue. I have a blue, I have a purple. They're both liquid lipsticks. They're easy to mix if I need to. I don't foresee myself actually needing a color like this, and I don't really need that many crazy out there colors. So I am gonna go ahead and pass these along. I have the Crystal Lip Balm in Amethyst. I really love the formula of this. However, the Amethyst color is showing up as basically like a super frosty magenta shade, like 80 shade on my lips, and it just doesn't look great on me. I'm wishing I would have gone with the Rose Quartz one, but if they ever bring these back or something like them, I would like to try another shade, but this shade just doesn't look right on me. And I've got a Supernova shadow here that I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. This is the more orangey copper shade. I don't need it. I have other colors and other formulas that are similar to this. And I went back through my Ultra Lips. These are all Ultra Mattes. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Avenue because BAM is just too similar, and these 3 colors, Cheap Thrills, R&B, and Viper. I have other colors in my collection and other formulas that I find more comfortable that are similar to these, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let these go. And that is everything. But anyway, that is all I've got for you today. That is the end of my declutter. No, it's not. Glitter mascaras. This I've had, look, it's clumping together. That's how old this is. That's disgusting. That's going in the trash. And this is not quite as old, but still super old. And I don't know what possessed me to get like fun mascaras like this, because it's not something that you use all the time, and you've got to get rid of mascara after a few months because it just starts growing stuff in there. So no. I have one colorful mascara right now, and I intend to try to use this on as much of a regular basis as possible, because you know, you can't really have more than one of these at a time without like having to get rid of them all the time. Yeah. So I have my red ColourPop mascara, and I'd like to start getting some more wear out of this so that I can like have some fun with my mascara while this is still good. That is everything. That is all for my declutter series for this round. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new here. It helps me out a whole lot, and until next time.